One of the things that I do as a personal success coach is help people close the gap. So you're here, you want to be here, we close that gap, having where you're going to be become your new reality. But people get tripped up in trying to close that gap. They'll take a couple of steps this way, a couple of steps that way, and then it starts to get challenging. Something has to change. But where does change really happen? Right on the edge of our comfort zone. So a coach is nudging you there, keeping you safe, but taking some risks that are going to help you achieve what it is that you want for your project, for your dream, for your desire, by helping a person stay accountable for each step along the way until they finally reach what it is that they want. During the workshop today, we will be talking about what does stress mean? What does it look like? How does it affect us physically, not even just physically, but on a molecular level, looking at cells and how stress affects us. And with that knowledge is awareness. And once there's awareness, then we can do something about it. How stress affects our body. I mean, there are a myriad of ways that it does this. It really affects every single section of our body, from our molecular to our skeletal to our mental. It can affect your reproductive organs for women and men. It can have skin issues with acne and muscle aches and tensions and stuff that we feel. But what really happens in the body when we're stressed? The picture on the left is a picture of a cell from the brain that is under normal levels of stress, so it's nice and relaxed. The picture on the right is a picture of a person under stress. And when you think about when you're stressed, what happens to our body? You get constricted, and your jaw starts to get tight, and you start to sweat, or your heart starts to beat. What happens a lot is our breathing changes. And so when our breathing changes, normal breathing under an fMRI shows a lit up brain. And when we're under stress, look at the lack of oxygen that's not getting to our brain. So when we're not getting the oxygen that we need, how are we making tough decisions under a stressful situation? So if you look at what it looks like here, I'm going to stand behind the interpreter, sorry. The event comes up. That's a release of cortisol and adrenaline in your body. Now, if you don't think about that incident again, if you're able to just like go into like guru style, and you let go of what happened, it will take 20 minutes for your equilibrium to get back down to homeostasis, which is that neutral balance place before the spike happened. But do we just let go of it? Do we just say, oh, by the way, calling up my mom, you won't believe what just happened. Somebody just cut me off. And then I get home, oh my God, I almost got ran over by this guy in a big red truck today. And so is the cortisol and the adrenaline having an opportunity to come back down? It's not. And so it stays up in our bodies. So before we get back into our process of power words, we're all gonna stand up and quack. Okay? So stand up and quack and flap and move your body around. Release that energy, release, release. We're quacking, we're quacking, we're quacking. We're quacking like a duck. Wah, 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 wah. The keys to reducing stress, which is backed by enormous amounts of scientific research, is mindfulness. Now, what does mindfulness have to do with power words? If you have a specific word that you use that you can then incorporate into your life through the practice of mindfulness, it will then enhance your mindfulness practice. And the truth of the matter is, if we slow down 5 minutes a day, it allows all of our systems to relax, it allows our thinking brains to relax, and ultimately what ends up happening is that we get more done. We actually can start crossing off the things off of our to-do list, because now we've regenerated our brain cells. We've given ourselves permission to just slow down for a moment. Each and every one of us has a unique power word that's aligned only with ourselves. And when we get into that stressful situation, we can then apply our power word to that situation, shifting the energy around it and allowing us to just relax. The mind will slow down and become a neutral observer of our experiences instead of reacting to our experiences. I understand what it feels like to be stuck, what it feels like to feel like you don't have any choices. And what I did was I saw a coach, and that person helped get clear on what it is I wanted to do, help me eliminate the barriers around that, and step forward into the action steps. And that's exactly what I do with my clients now, having learned from my own experience. My husband and I have a company called A Better You Incorporate, which is located in West LA. My husband is the clinical hypnotherapist of the group. That's Dr. John McGraill. We have a couple of websites that we'd like to direct people to. One is www.hypnotherapylosangeles.com. There's also www.drjohnmcgraill.com. And then there's mine, www.lamcgrail.com. And on any one of those websites are a list of the different workshops that we do. So for example, today we're doing Don't Get Stressed Out, Use Your Power Word. There's also Mastering Business for Poor. There's How to Understand and Apply Meditation. That, along with many other fabulous programs that I would invite you to go and check out.